recording.
What's up, Wisco Moto fan? The Cheeseheads. I think that's what you all are going to be. We're just going to go with the Cheeseheads. It fits. Well, this has been a wild season. Mostly spiraling health issues, but hey, we're on the upswing, so good to go. This, however, is probably the last ride this poor thing is going to see until next year. It is currently really cold. 35 degrees. All the heated stuff, well, most of the heated stuff is on. Slacked on the pants, but as you can see, she is very low on fuel because the last time I rode, I came straight in on fumes, thinking, tomorrow, I'll go get fuel tomorrow, top it off. That way, if it snows, no big deal. She's ready to go for winter. Well, I didn't, because I felt like absolute trash. And then it did snow. Luckily, it didn't stick around for long, but I mean, it is what it is. After today, though, we got a high of like the high 30s for today, and then it's supposed to just get colder. By next weekend, we're looking at highs somewhere in the low 20s. So, we're gonna go fuel up and maybe get some shots of the bike for fun. I don't know. I'll stop by the park on the way home, and I got a 360 camera I want to play with. Okay, this guy in front of me, like, there's some cheeching going on, because there is a smell emanating from that vehicle. A very distinctive smell. That's a little concerning. Intoxication in riding? And intoxication isn't just the drink, my friends. So, that aside, yeah, we're doing a thing. Anyway, so I have a new Insta360 cam to play with. So I think we're gonna swing by the park. I'm gonna try to get some shots with that if I'm not a complete popsicle. But otherwise, we're topping her off, and it is winter mod season after that. I hate to see the season end. We have some major changes for next year coming, and I was really going to try to get the YouTube channel off the ground this year, but between health, crazy rider code schedule, some of the other responsibilities I took on, not happening, obviously. So, what do we have in store for next year? Well, now that the health issues are on the upswing, I am going to be very truncating my rider coaching. I'm only going to take a couple of classes for the season. As a lot of you guys know, I'm heavily involved with the Motorcycle Sport Touring Association. We do the official Ride MSTA podcast. I'm a state director for the state of Wisconsin, and I'm the state directors and volunteers liaison for the executive committee. So we got a lot of cool things coming up for MSTA. One of which, if you guys are following my channel, that's where we've been posting the Ride MSTA podcast. That is going to be moving. It's got enough traction at this point, and we want to do some other things that it's justified starting a dedicated YouTube channel for MSTA. So that's one of my winter projects. A few other updates for 2025. The TWISTAR rally in Spring Green, Wisconsin, June 14th and 15th is a go. Everything is set up. Routes are done. in rough draft form. The routes themselves are good to go. The rough draft meaning we need to work on the files to make them a little cleaner for GPS devices, things like that. And I need to do printable versions of them for people who don't run GPS and want a paper copy. So the routes are set. The hotel, Round Barn Lodge, give them a call. There's a block rate. And as of last night, the link for registration is up. Now, 2025 for Twister will be a free, just for fun event. We wanted to gauge interest, see how it goes, see what we can change and adapt. If it goes back to what it used to be or something a little grander than what I had envisioned for 2025, we will charge for 2026. It's not going to be much, but it does help us to do a better event for you. So that's in the works. But 2025 is locked and ready to go. Links are posted up on Planet Reg right now, as well as on the MSTA Facebook page and the Twister 3.0 Return to the Twist Facebook group. So give them a look. Anybody who's getting the email blasts from the state of Wisconsin will be seeing them in this month's email blast. That's part of the reason this one is late. So everything's good to go for Twister. We do have some exciting news. We have our potential first vendor partner for Twister. I met with the regional guy for Griffin Moto, which is Griffin motorcycle gear. I actually got a good chance to really look at their product because I've been shopping around myself. He brought a bunch of samples over with him, and they are going to potentially be at Twister. So come check them out. It's a really solid kit from what I can tell. We're going to find out for sure next season because I'm going to be getting some to check out and ride with. Haven't been real happy with Tourmaster. My old stuff was fantastic. I had my main jacket damaged when I hit the deer on the Tracer, and I replaced it with one of their Horizon lines, which is this one. And as you can tell, let me see, I have sewn this zipper shut. This is what most of the Velcro looks like, and numerous other issues with this thing. And it's just, I've got a Tourmaster jacket that's 20 years old. This thing is like 2, and it's disintegrating. That other one's just fine. So whatever they've done over at Tourmaster, not real happy with. I'm looking for other options. I know everybody's going to say Climb. Climb makes good gear. I don't think it's good gear for the price. It is fantastic, but there are so many other options that feel equally as good for way less money. Climb is just selling on a name at this point. I'm sorry, guys. That's my opinion. A $1,200 jacket that is probably marginally better than an MSR or like the Alpine Stars equivalent, things like that. I'm sorry, Climb, I don't buy it. So, I don't know, send me some of your stuff. Maybe you'll change my mind. We'll see. So yeah, we have Griffin Moto will be at Twister. There is also potentially a second Wisconsin/Minnesota/Michigan event. We've never really done a rally in the UP of Michigan. And the gentleman I spoke with yesterday is heavily involved with a resort up that direction, and they used to do a lot of adventure bike and dual sport stuff. They had some of the BMW clubs and everything up there. It was sold and then sold again, if I understand it correctly. One of the owners decided they didn't want to do the snowmobile stuff, didn't want to do the motorcycle stuff. They wanted to focus specifically on skiing, and they weren't real fans of motorsports in general. Well, they just dumped about $15 million into upgrades in this place, and it's a new owner, and they've already gotten the dual sport and like the adventure bike guys back up there. They're getting the snowmobiles back up there this season, and they are looking to do something with us for next year. So, beautiful place. My wife and I are actually going to go up and check it out in the spring, but I've seen the pictures and some of the other stuff. It's fantastic with the upgrades they did. They didn't go crazy with it. They kept it still a more rustic feel, which is kind of what most of us like, isn't it? We don't want the marble tiled floors and all that. It's just too clean. There is such a thing as too clean and too ritzy. So there is a potential of doing something for them next late summer, early fall. I don't want to get it too close to any other close events. Like I know the Bull Shoals Rally happens about that time, and STAR is in October, so we don't want to get too close to any of that, but we do want to do something with them. So keep your eyes open. That's what's going on. I'm going to be putting more time into the YouTube channels, especially now that we're going to be doing one for MSTA specifically as well. We're going to make some changes to the podcast going forward. I'm working with my co-hosts on that right now. We want to do some improvements for you guys, do it a little more consistently, and give you guys a better experience. So, all right, we'll catch you all later.